YTPC Padre Piper taken to the virtual airwaves of the YouTube pipe community to say hello there, fellow pipe smoking buddies and friends and all you folks out there in the YTPC. Hope you're doing well. I know it's been a little while since Padre's been on the virtual airwaves, and I thought I'd take to the old YouTube channel today just to say hello and to talk for a few moments. Been busy. I'm actually currently on the road, as evidenced perhaps by this beautiful artwork that adorns me and the wall behind me in a hotel room. And had chance this morning. I'm filming this on a Friday afternoon. I finally had a little bit of break. I'm in the Houston area, and I'm probably the only guy here who is like not out at the parade celebrating the Astros World Series victory. Go Stros! That's not why I'm here. I'm here for church stuff. Been on a bit of a spiritual retreat, as well as some time with the diocese and the bishop and all those sorts of, ecclesiastical kinds of things. And finally had a little bit of a break today, and had chance actually to view Matches860. Let me do it right. Matches860. How's that? Anyway, I had a chance to view his video today, his Friday video, and I don't know when I'm going to get this up again because I'm in a hotel, and I don't know what the connection is like. I don't have any editing software, and so if I get this up, it's going to be very rough. But Matches was doing a review on Lane Limited's HGL. Did I get that right? HGL. HLG. HGL. I got it right. And it's kind of a hybrid tobacco. And he made reference to it in a previous video on his holiday blends. And it kind of caught my attention then. And I had a chance today, and I'm in a city that had a couple of nice tobacco stores. And so I went out and got some because I wanted to give it a try. And today, after lunch, had a chance to actually smoke some. Not in the hotel room, because it's not allowed anywhere in the hotel room. And you have to sign in blood that, you'll be fined $250 or something if they even think you've smoked in a hotel room. But I went out and got a couple of ounces of this Lane HGL in bulk. The store I got it from was called... I don't know what it was called. The Woodlands. I think it's the Woodlands Fine Tobaccos or Fine Cigars. Their store name for it, I don't know if you can see it on there, it's called Staghorn. It's a very Texas sounding name. And enjoyed it after lunch today. Really, thank you, Matches. That was a wonderful recommendation. He said something in that video that really kind of caught my attention, and it made me step back and think about something. He said that this in some ways reminded him of Boswell's Countryside, and I like Boswell's Countryside. And I never thought of Boswell's Countryside as being anything other than a light English. It never dawned on me that it was perhaps even a hybrid, and I would consider this Lane HLG to be an English hybrid, some aromatic qualities about it. And of course, if you do the research on it, what you find is that it's actually Lane Limited's RLP with some Latakia added into it. And it's not a ton of Latakia, but it is enough to give it a totally different sort of flavor profile. Now back to Countryside by Boswell, which I like. It's a nice light English. It's got a very unique essence about it, but I never personally would have put it into that sort of quality of being a hybrid, And so I went and looked it up today on tobacco reviews, and they actually have it listed. Let me check this out here. They have it listed as an English, but this was the part that kind of threw me. And now, in retrospect, smoking it, there was something about it that I wasn't picking, that I was picking up on that I couldn't quite identify. They've got it as a flavoring added to it, alcohol/liquor. Kind of makes a lot of sense. All this time, I didn't think it had any flavoring added to it, and there was just something unique about Boswell's Countryside. So there it is. Anyway, now obviously because this Lane starts at its base with one of their other products, the RLP-6, it's starting as an aromatic, and they're adding the Latakia to it. And what's neat about that is it's not a lat bomb, and it's not one of those super duper sugary aromatics. Now, go watch Matches, because he does a much better review than I'm attempting to do here. I just wanted to say thank you, Matches, for the rec. I have enjoyed my one bowl of this so far. I smoked it earlier today in a Peterson, and I'm going to light up another bowl. I think I'm just going to go kind of drive around the place, the city, and smoke. In this, I think it's going to do well in this. I like this pipe. This is a Rattray's Old Gallery. Sort of got that bulldog flair to it. Anyway, so we're going to load that up and try a second bowl in a bit. But I wanted to share, I love laughter. I hope you like laughing too. You must have some kind of sense of humor. You've been watching this video for almost 7 minutes and you haven't tuned out yet, so God bless you. I, in the process of doing this research on this Lane product last week, I think it was, probably when Matches first mentioned it, the RLP-6, there was one of the funniest reviews I have ever read online on tobaccoreviews.com. Someone named Young Piper, don't know who that is, you might. Young Piper, you may be watching. You, my friend, are funny. And Young Piper starts this review from 2014 out with the funniest thing ever. I want to share it with you and see if you find it as funny as I do. This is what this reviewer says. I keep seeing pipe forums where someone says, I think Captain Black White is similar to RLP-6. Then some old connoisseur chimes in, there's no way RLP-6 is Captain Black White. I noticed a hint of grassy cricket fart from the Virginias. And the burley is slightly nutty, but not in an oatish way. More crackerjack. Okay, to settle this once and for all, I called customer service at Scandinavian Tobacco and spoke to a manager named Marcia. Marcia. RLP-6 is the bulk version of Captain Black White. 1Q is Royal. Now, I've said 1Q is Royal for a long time because that's what I cut my teeth on. Undergraduate in college, back in the 80s, Dr. Grabeau pipe, the blue Captain Black. Later, I moved on to bigger, better things, which probably weren't better in any way. It was, I'd go to the Tinderbox and get Wilshire. You know, that's Lane 1Q. It's just what it is. Now, the difference between these things when they're in these bulk blends versus something that you might be getting in a tin is the additive that they use to keep it moist, to give it that extra shelf life, that chemical PG that a lot of folks don't like. And that tends to show up in the bulk versions in a greater sort of quantity than you might get if the product is also one that's just tinned. So anyway, that's what this reviewer was getting at. RLP-6 is the bulk version of Captain Black White. 1Q is Royal. Both have a little extra PG to keep on store shelves for a decade if need be. Guys, your tongues ain't what they used to be. Your palate scorched from reviewing 5,000 tobacco blends a year. Finally, we can settle this debate and focus our efforts on finding Amelia Earhart. Young Piper, I'm going to have to just go looking for more of your reviews because I've enjoyed that one because that was some funny stuff. I hope you guys are doing well. Matches, I hope you are doing really well, my friend. You're looking good. Always look forward to your videos. Thank you for turning me on to what they call Staghorn down here in Houston, Texas. Lane Limited's HLG. It is a really nice hybrid. As you mentioned in your video, it's not going to overpower you. You're never going to get that big burst of that sweet sugariness. You know, if you want that, you got plenty of aromatics you can go after where you're going to get that from. You're not going to get that from this. You're going to get a nice, probably bordering on almost a boring kind of smoke, and that it doesn't change a whole lot. But it's not going to bite your tongue. It's going to be cool burning. It behaves well. It smells great. You know, the room note, considering it's got latakia in it, it's got a fairly nice room note. You know, go out and get you some. I don't own stock in Lane or any of their products, and I'm not in cahoots with John. I just felt moved to finally get back on the airwaves, the virtual airwaves of YouTube, say hello to everybody, and felt inspired to do so because of Matches860 and that wonderful review he put up earlier today. I say earlier today, again, it's Friday afternoon. No telling when I'll be able to get this posted. Might not be until I'm back in the home state, which will be tomorrow night. Or maybe I'll get it up today. I just don't know. Don't know. I might be heading out to do something else in Houston and get caught up in a parade because of the Astros. And now, I don't know. I've got folks out there who are LA Dodgers fans. Hey, that was my team when I was a kid. I used to really like to follow the Dodgers, but it was good. I'm going to tell you why, personally, I was pulling for the Astros, and then I'm going to sign off. I was pulling for the Astros because of what Houston went through just a couple months ago with Hurricane Harvey, and how much, just how uplifting professional sports can be when they're winning to a city. And we went through that in 2005, where I'm from, New Orleans, with Hurricane Katrina. And now it took a little longer than what the Stros were able to do it in. But in 2009, the Saints had a fantastic season and went to the Super Bowl and won. And man, I tell you, that was just like Prozac for the city. You know what I mean? It was something that it just did something for the area that is so unique that can't be done in any other kind of way. And so for Houston, after what you went through earlier this summer with Hurricane Harvey, God bless you, and I'm thrilled for you, and thrilled for your team, your ball club. And I'm going to start wrapping it up. It's been too long since I've made one of these, and this one's just rambled on a little bit too long, and I've got some really bad in-the-room coffee. Oh, good Lord, that's horrible, but you know, when you're a caffeine addict, you take what you can get, right? You know, so anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope everybody out there is doing well. It is, I'm finally now to the point, I think I'm going to do it. I've been shaving November just because of where I am and who I'm with. I'm with some kind of important people and such, Bishop, those sorts of things, but I think this is it. Since I'm cutting out tomorrow, I think I can get away with not shaving, and I'm going to do the November no shave thing. And I'm saying that because invariably there are some of you who think it's necessary to comment on the fact that you don't like me with facial hair. And then there are others of you who think it's necessary to comment on the fact that you don't like me without facial hair. All I can take from that is there are people out there, you don't like me with or without facial hair. And so I'm thinking of, who is it? Sir Richard gives me a hard time about the facial hair every time in the fall when I grow a beard. He's threatening to send me razors and send the Schick brothers over and such. You know what? It's going to get cool, and yeah, that's why God gave us facial hair, I guess. I don't know. So that has nothing to do with anything. I'm going to sign this puppy off, maybe go drive around the neighborhood and enjoy some more of this wonderful recommendation from Matches860. This is Padre Piper, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings.